is News 4 San Antonio Today, the only local news station with nonstop news.
Good morning. Nonstop news starts right now. We are the only station that is commercial free all the way until the top of the hour. We have you covered this morning. Siobhain just showed us what's going on right now with the weather, looking very good. Now let's check in with Joy and see how traffic is shaping up. Good morning, Joy.
Hey, good morning. It's been very Friday feeling out there today. We do have a little bit of work wrapping up, including over on the northeast side of San Antonio, southbound lanes of I-35 as you're approaching 410. Little delayed there, just under 10 minutes. Similar delay in the northbound lanes of I-35 downtown because of the construction closure at South Alamo Street. Big picture, though, still a relatively quiet morning. For the latest, let's go straight to David Mendoza, our photojournalist, who is live right now in Sky 4. Good morning, David.
Hello, good morning and happy Friday. I was tracking that delay on the northeast side with the Barrel Boys, our beloved Barrel Boys. That has since cleared. Traffic will alleviate in that area fairly soon. Right now I'm 410 headed westbound, coming up onto 281. This is pretty much what it looks like throughout the city. Everything's moving and grooving. We're looking pretty good this Friday morning. I'll let you know what else I see out here. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. That's all good news. Our beloved Barrel Boys. We do love to send love to them every morning. All right, that's the latest.
All right, thank you, Joy. New this morning, a man is in the hospital after a shooting on the west side. This happened at an apartment complex around 1 a.m. on South Zarzamora Street. Police say two men were fighting in the parking lot when one of them went back to their apartment. The other man went up to his door and started knocking. That's when the man inside fired several shots through the door, hitting the man outside in the stomach and leg. Both men surrendered once police arrived. The Bexar County Sheriff's Office is asking for the public's help to find the 19-year-old Brian Travis Reynolds. He's wanted for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon during a fight on Tuesday in the 6000 block of Calle Briseño. Deputies say Reynolds and another man got into an argument with a victim. Investigators say the victim was shot in the head during that argument. If you have any information on Reynolds' whereabouts, you're asked to call the Bexar County Sheriff's Office at 210-335-6000. This morning, a San Antonio sex offender has been added to the state's top 10 most wanted list. DPS is offering $5,000 for information that leads to the arrest of John Lynch Goodwin. He's been wanted out of Bexar County since March of last year for failing to register as a sex offender. He's also wanted by the Edinburgh Police Department for drug possession. In 1988, he was convicted and sentenced to 20 years for the aggravated sexual assault of 2 children. In 2020, he was sentenced to 5 years for not registering as a sex offender. Goodwin was released last April. He's about 5 feet 7 inches tall and about 165 pounds. He also has several tattoos on his face, both arms and back. DPS says he has ties to both San Antonio and Edinburgh. A San Antonio man wanted for a violent robbery was arrested in Eagle Pass. A Maverick County deputy initially stopped 19-year-old Dwayne Daniels for driving without his headlights on. According to the Eagle Pass news leader, during the traffic stop, the deputy smelled marijuana and searched the car. 2 guns were found. His passenger, Elijah Gonzalez, was also arrested on a separate firearms charge. September is Cold Case Awareness Month, and we dive into 2 cold cases out of San Antonio. The first, a woman found shot to death floating under a bridge. Antoinette Jordan was murdered on May 26, 1990. The second, a man shot and killed when he opened his apartment door. Weldon Perry was killed on April 19, 1991. Both of these victims' families are fighting for justice for more than 3 decades.
She didn't get protection in life, and she's not getting any service in death. They've lost evidence, crucial evidence, 2 pieces of crucial evidence that could have solved the case. They've had DNA that they haven't sent to the lab to be tested in years. They've only been moving because I'm putting pressure on them.
He was executed from behind, twice in the head and once in his back. I walked into the apartment and I saw the blood stains on the floor.
We reached out to the San Antonio Police Department about both of these cold cases. We were told there are no updates on either one. We also asked why the department is trying to keep Antoinette Jordan's autopsy report from her family. They declined to comment. The latest now on the fight for transparency in the 2022 Robb Elementary School shooting. The Texas Fourth Court of Appeals is now involved with the release of missing records. A judge is ordering the school district to hand over all the records from the shooting. This comes after attorneys for News 4 and other media groups pressed the district, warning they could face sanctions if they don't comply. Last month, the school district did release thousands of text messages and emails, but there were clear gaps in what was turned over. It's not clear when the rest of the documents will be released, but of course, we'll keep pushing for transparency. This morning, we hear from the local Republican Party who filed an ethics complaint against San Antonio Mayor Gina Ortiz-Jones. They claim she improperly used her title and city resources to submit a formal bid for San Antonio to host the 2028 Democratic National Convention.
This is not about stopping tourism or business. I'm happy for that. What I'm trying to bring attention to with this is to do both sides.
Last week, Mayor Jones sent us a statement saying it's her job to bring big events to San Antonio and that the city attorney found no legal issues with her letter. Right now, the complaint is being reviewed by an independent counsel. People living on the east side are pushing to rezone the area. They're calling for a chance to bring the region back to life in the wake of Project Marvel. Neighbors of the United Homeowners Improvement Association are pushing to readjust the heavily industrial area. They want to make room for businesses and economic growth on the east side. This comes as talks of expanding the Freeman Coliseum is heating up, with the possibility of the Spurs leaving the Frost Bank Center. The task force chair, Cliff Cedeno, says now is the best time to do this.
Now, by us winning this and rezoning all of that heavy industrial, this is going to help bring back investments back into the area, new businesses, new residential businesses, new mixed uses back into that community.
The city's planning commissioners will hear the rezoning proposal on October 7th. The zoning commission will hear it on the very next day. Today, the U.S. Drug Enforcement Agency is hosting a family summit to discuss growing drug trends and mental health for families in our community. Tony Davis is live right now in the city's east side with details on what exactly is going to be addressed. Good morning, Tony.
Good morning. So the Drug Enforcement Administration Houston Field Division will be hosting their annual family summit to address the growing threat of synthetic opioids. So these include fentanyl as well as substance misuse and their devastating impacts on communities and mental health in San Antonio. Other organizations will also be in attendance, like the Alamo Drug Awareness and Prevention Team, San Antonio Council on Alcohol and Drug Awareness, the Bexar County Sheriff's Office, and the San Antonio Police Department. Families from across Texas who lost their loved ones to drug misuse or poisonings will also be in attendance to share their stories. Overall, the summit aims to empower families with the necessary tools and information to advocate for drug prevention and treatment education that can help save lives. So the summit will start at 9 a.m. and go through the afternoon until 5 p.m. and it will be here at the Education Service Center Region 20 Conference Center. Reporting live, I'm Tawny Davis. Back to you.
And don't forget, join us tonight for one of the largest free jazz festivals in the country. The 42nd annual Jazz Alive is taking place at Civic Park at Hemisphere through tomorrow. There will be plenty of food, drinks, and jazz to celebrate San Antonio's culture.
Now your certified most accurate four-zone weather with meteorologist Siobhain Anders.
And Siobhain, I can only imagine that the weather is going to be nice
Oh,
for the
it's going
Jazz
to be
Festival.
great. Oh, absolutely. I would definitely go downtown and enjoy some of that. The weather couldn't be any perfect. It couldn't be any better, actually, is what I'm supposed to say. All right, I'll show you exactly what you can expect. Maybe you and your daughters can get out and enjoy some of this.
For a couple hours, yeah.
Well, look at that sunrise.
pretty.
It is coming on. It's Friday. We're getting to the end of the work week. One more day. Got to get through 8 hours and we're good to go. Then we're going to start heading into the weekend. It is a beautiful start to this weekend. Beautiful sunrise. Clear skies, pretty much. It's been a great morning. Definitely can feel fall in the air. Can feel it as you walk out the door. You'll definitely feel low humidity and light clear skies. Some drier, cooler air has filtered in. So this morning, we're really not expecting much in the way of any kind of cloud cover throughout the day or even for the next several days. Temperatures have cooled down up in the Panhandle, mid-50s. We have some 60s showing up and a little bit warmer, of course, along the lower Texas coast from 76 in Corpus to 78 down in Brownsville. So Temperatures across our 4 zones. The Hill Country this morning, you're definitely feeling that fall weather. Kerrville, you're coming in at 55 degrees right now, 66 out towards Del Rio. We have some mid to upper 60s in our eastern zone, and warmer. Cotulla, you're sitting at 72 this morning. Even though the temperatures are a little bit warmer to the south, it's still going to feel pretty good, mainly because we have that dry air that just continues coming in from the north. So that northerly wind will keep bringing in dry air, and that will help keep that humidity and dew point number down, which will make it feel a little bit better as we go through the next 24 to 48 hours. So temperatures ahead, lower 90s. You know, our average temperature is about 92, 93 degrees. And so we're going to be staying just below it or right at it. As we get into Sunday, Monday, maybe a few more clouds, but for the most part, temperature is going to stay close to that 90-degree mark. So as we look into the future, not much change. We have no major next weather systems coming in, so we are not going to see any big changes other than mild weather. As we go into the beginning of next week, we could see temperatures right around the lower 90s going into 93 maybe, but no extreme heat is expected, even though we're going to have plenty of sunshine as we move through the next 6 to 7 days. So we are going to switch gears. We're heading out to the tropics. We've been watching the tropics for the last couple of weeks, and it has been starting to fire up. We have Umberto, which is now a hurricane. It is far off in the eastern Atlantic, but we're also watching another system that hasn't quite gotten its stuff together yet. We're going to be watching, though, because it has a 90% chance of some strengthening and organization as we go through the next 7 days. It is expected, though, to continue kind of going up to the north. So Umberto, we're going to be watching over the weekend. It's going to get stronger, and then it's going to make its turn up to the north and northeast, which is good news for the East Coast. So here it is for you. Forecast for today, 86 in the Hill Country this morning, 92 San Antonio. Tonight, all of us are going to feel that nice, beautiful fall weather, lower 60s to the upper 60s. The extended forecast for the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, 91 on Saturday, 89 on Sunday, maybe a few more clouds, but this is the weekend to get out and maybe start decorating for Halloween or get ready for fall, because it is definitely going to feel like it and be a perfect weekend to be outdoors.
All right, live look on the north side. We have a very fresh accident here that is affecting the westbound or northbound lanes of I-10. This is right at Wurzbach Road. Some traffic still allowed through, as you can see right here, but it is causing a backup. Look at all of the headlights stuck behind this. That is going to be in the again, the westbound lanes of I-10 as you're approaching Wurzbach Road. We do have, of course, the construction closures downtown as well, the northbound lanes of I-35 at South Alamo Street. For the latest, though, on what's going on across San Antonio, let's check in one more time with photojournalist David Mendoza, who is live from Sky 4. Good morning, David.
Hey. Good morning. Yeah, you know, for the most part, it's been pretty tame and quiet throughout the city. It's a typical Friday. Everyone's getting to work, looking forward to finishing the day and getting on with the weekend. So no major accidents right now except that one on I-10 and no real major delays. But I'll leave you with that, folks. Drive safe and TGIF. Back to you.
All right, David, thanks. Happy Friday. That's the latest.
All right, Joy, thank you. The clock is ticking on a possible government shutdown less than a week away. The White House says it's getting ready for mass layoffs if the government shuts down next Wednesday. The president says if it happens, it will be the Democrats' fault. Democrats blame the president, saying he's not willing to negotiate. The Texas Hospital Association warns a possible shutdown could have a devastating impact on rural hospitals. That's because a large part of federal funding goes away at the end of this month. We're told $800 million in payments are at risk in 2026 alone.
Whether or not the federal government is able to kick the can further down the road in terms of payment, or our hospitals are going to have to start making some real serious decisions about what services they can offer their patients.
Here in our part of the state, another concern is whether people have enough health coverage. THA emphasizes the importance of preventative care, especially as the nation faces a healthcare workforce shortage. It's now time for another look at your morning headlines. Former FBI Director James Comey is indicted by a grand jury in Alexandria, Virginia. Comey is being charged with 2 counts, making a false statement and obstruction of a political proceeding. This is the first time a former director of the FBI has been indicted in U.S. history. Cowboy fans got a big game against Green Bay Packers this Sunday. You can watch it all right here on News 4 San Antonio. Micah's return to Jerry World is expected to bring some electricity. For 4 years, he and Dak Prescott went head-to-head during practice, building a healthy rivalry. Now they're both getting ready to square off in just a couple of days.
Yeah, it's one me and my fiance were just talking about the other day, and just all the reps of practice going against Micah, you know, in times when he couldn't hit me, whether him getting back there, just the trash talk back and forth, me telling him, you know, he wouldn't tackle me anyway, you still can't bring me down, you got to get to that point. So, yeah, just excited to go and have that matchup, but he's got 5 guys up front plus tight ends and running backs that he's got to get through. So, looking for fun competition.
That matchup is Sunday at 7:20. Parsons and the Packers square off against the Dallas Cowboys. After the game, stick around. You can watch post-game coverage right here on News 4 SA. The world's tallest bridge is just days away from opening. The Huangjiang Canyon Bridge in China is over 2,000 feet above the nearby river and spans nearly 10,000 feet long. It took more than 3 years to complete in just a few days on September 28th. All of that work will pay off when it opens to traffic. How exciting. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it. We'll be back here at noon. See you then.